Hey, what is up guys? We are back after a short hiatus due to microphone issues. Apologies for that, but we are back with hashtag 39. It's ÜWatt. As always, I'm your host Jace, and I'm joined by my friend Squeak. I'm gonna call him the Sasuke to my Naruto. Like, he walks off and he disappears and he goes, but I fight and I fight and I fight to bring him back to the village.
Are you trying to say I just can't escape you?
That is what I'm saying.
Oh.
I know you're not a Naruto fan, but you know
No.
a lot of Naruto they grew up together, and then Sasuke goes off on a search for power, and Sasuke chose to leave, but Naruto keeps talking like he's going to rescue him, and so like quite a lot of it is about Naruto trying to bring Sasuke back when Sasuke left of his own free will. Well, weird, but yeah, I feel like I force you to do ÜWatt each week.
Force me.
Yeah.
Wow. Force.
And I don't mean like Star Wars. I mean like Pulp Fiction.
But can you really force me? I mean, if I didn't want to be here, I'd just
But you know of the repercussions.
I'd ghost everyone. Everyone. I'd act like I was dead.
How's your week been, mate?
It's been alright. I've not really been up to much. The Division's got some new content out, so I've been beating that up, really.
Have you been taking advantage of the Steam summer sale?
No, I haven't, because I can't just be throwing my I want to say imaginary money because
Doubloons.
it's not in my hands.
Pokédongers.
But it's still not really imaginary. Like the thing is, it's too easy to just push a button in it and be like, boop,
Yeah.
£100.
So
bye.
Adidas have a sale on, and like on payday I spent like over £100, which to be fair I don't really have spare, seeing as I'm saving up for the wedding. But yeah, that happened. So yeah, it's quite easy with the click and yeah, buying shit.
They should have warnings like, are you sure you really want to do this?
That's the thing. It says, "Are you sure?" And then when you click yes, it says, "Do you really need this shit?" Question mark.
They should be like really naggy with it. Like,
Imagine.
your bank manager won't like this. Like, fucking, like, proper go on at you.
So, I mean, I don't really know where to start because there's two little things I've got. Like, one thing that kind of goes around Steam and one thing that goes around the theme of a sale. Which do you want first? The theme of a sale or the theme of Steam?
We'll go with Steam.
Steam. Okay, so there is a guy by the name of Palm Desert, right? And he owns over 50% of Steam's library. Reading the word, I can't decide how to say it. I'd say library. That's what I'd say. I'm looking away. And I say library.
I'd call it library.
Okay, well, library.
No, library.
So out of Steam's 7,481 games, he owns 5,029. He's up there as the highest leveled player. He cracked the 1,000 spot, which nobody had done yet, and it's one of those things where, Valve and Steam, they didn't even have an icon for a person that reached over 1,000.
The real question is, how many has he actually played?
Well, the thing is, so this is looking on VG247 with their report on it. They've said that Rocksmith 2014 is his favorite game, and he's played 569 hours of that. His most played game is Left 4 Dead 2, which he spent 943 hours playing. There is a link to click and go through like his Steam profile, but it's just mad. Like, all I'm thinking is the value of the account.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I'm thinking, just because.
Well, I'm thinking he must have bought most of them in the sale.
Booyah!
Oh, see what I did there?
I like it.
Normally it's you doing these.
Segues, good job. So on the subject of a sale, we've got the Xbox Summer Sale. It starts on the 5th of July.
Yeah.
As of the time of recording, they haven't announced the full list of games, but it's due to be released on the 3rd of July America time, which obviously we're a bit ahead of them time-wise, so it hasn't come out yet. But there's been a teaser video, and some of the games that's been shown to turn up on sale is Mirror's Edge Catalyst, Dark Souls 3, Battleborn, The Division, Ark, FIFA 16 for whatever reason, Doom, Halo 5, GTA 5, Quantum Break, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and a few other games. So it's one of those. What's that?
I only bought Mirror's Edge just the other fucking week. Like,
It's one of those things. It's just funny when I look through the list though. So on that list of games that I just said then, so we've got Mirror's Edge, we've got The Division, we've got Ark. Well, I had FIFA 16. We've got GTA 5. We've got Black Ops 3. Ellis just bought Quantum Break, and obviously that's going to come out digitally. But I reckon because they've said it's going to be 40 to 60% off. So Halo 5 might get a purchase.
this is Ellis's time to shine because
Poor
he
Ellis.
he needs games, doesn't he?
So our good friend Ellis, he's been a PlayStation since release. He's not really explaining how he's obtained it, but he has obtained a brand new Xbox One.
Very questionable.
And the thing that I found funny is that he said that he has to like lift it and tilt the console in order for it to read discs.
No, he took it back.
But that's the thing. I'm glad he took it back. But we won't go too much into the speculation of how he's got it, but it was brand new, and it was just really funny that LSB and PlayStation coming over to Xbox. The fact that he picked up a dud Xbox was just the universe just really fucking with him.
First one as well.
Like I've never heard of the issues he was having. That he had to tilt the console in order for the disc to read. But yeah, no, I thought it was quite a joke. But yeah, he's got it fixed, so it'd be good to see Ellis join us. He needs somebody to game share with. But yeah, this is Ellis's time to shine. The summer sale is coming, Ellis. So maybe if obviously Ben's left us, he's on the PlayStation now. But if Stein and Ellis was to game share and go half on the sale games, they'd be laughing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Fuck you, Ben. Nobody liked you anyway.
Whoa, Ben,
No.
if you're listening, we appreciate you listening to the show. The views of Squeak are his own, and I wouldn't like you to hold it against the show. And I just want to say to all other what's-its that, you know, Squeak says a lot of things, but he doesn't mean it.
Yes, I do. Don't listen to him.
He doesn't mean it. Some of the stuff he says, you know, check this Squeak, is not safe for work, you see. But he doesn't mean it. Talking of not safe for work, I don't even know who's responsible for making this, but I came across it on Digital Spy in their gaming section, right? And I sent this to Squeak earlier to have a look. And somebody has made an uncensored Pokédex.
Dicks. Fucking dicks. All over the place. Fucking Pokemon with fucking dicks.
It's one of those where like I can't even show the images on the YouTube.
It's just why?
I don't know.
Why? What made someone? It's all the same dick as well. Like you can tell. Like, and this is it's the same. You know, tits and stuff like that because you can change genders on it. So which is really thoughtful. Like
the thing is, so I've just been like I'm looking on the page before you get onto the Pokédex. And yeah, so it looks like the Pokédex is joint work of Catramon and Kilkakon, who are two people. Well, Catramon has a page on DeviantArt, and Kilkakon is on his website. But it's one of those things where they don't have all the Pokemon, because I feel that the amount that they have, though, is substantial enough for me to go, why? Why have they made this?
That's what I was going to say. Who just thinks, let's just stick dicks on stuff? Like, let's just put a dick right here.
Right. So I'm gonna go into it, right? So I'm going in and clicking on the Kanto region, and I'm gonna click on. So this one I found quite funny. So I'm clicking on Ghastly, yeah, like the ghost, yeah. So the Pokédex entry said to appear in decrepit, deserted buildings. He has no real shape as his body is made of gas. Despite lacking substance, he can envelop an opponent of any size and put it to sleep without notice. When exposed to a strong wind, a Ghastly's gaseous body quickly dwindles away. They cluster under the eaves of houses to escape the ravages of wind. Yeah. Now, this is the thing that it would say in a Pokédex. This is the bit that they've added. Ghastly's genitalia float independently of the main body, attached to a small cloud of poisonous gas. This cloud can appear and disappear in the same matter as the main body. Some trickster Ghastly like to hide in odd locations, revealing only their genitalia to give a surprise to anybody who notices them.
Amazing.
They've added Pokédex entries specifically talking about each Pokemon's genitals.
I think that it's just, like I say, it's just well thought out, isn't it?
I mean, it's just things like, so Mewtwo just has like a massive dong. So you have his normal, entry, but his genital specific entry is Mewtwo's extensive foreskin and large ballsack betray his origins of a scientific monstrosity. A dream to create the ultimate Pokemon, Mew's fine pink hairs have been lost as a result of the program, leaving Mewtwo's willy as bare purple skin. Like,
Amazing.
it just takes you to the next level. It was like, oh, what can we do? Let's draw dicks on Pokemon. Wait, that's not enough. We need
Well,
to add.
that, I don't know, but looking at Mew, that makes me feel uneasy.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Like,
A Pokemon of South America that was thought to have been extinct, so rare that he is still said to be a mirage by many experts. Only a few people have seen him worldwide. Is rumored to be capable of making himself invisible at will, so he entirely avoids notice even if he approaches people. When viewed through a microscope, this Pokemon's short, fine, delicate hair can be seen covering his body. Mew's balls are said to possess the genetic composition of all Pokemon.
it's just a stand, really. It's like, yeah.
So, what was it you said to me, Squeak? It's Rule 34. Was that what it
Rule
was?
34, and if you don't know what Rule 34 is, Google it
Google it.
and go on the website and just type in anything, and you'll see.
Rule 34.
Rule 34.
I mean, on a note away from Pokédex, Call of Duty Black Ops has a new map pack coming out, Descent DLC pack. So the trailer for it looks pretty good.
I haven't seen the trailer yet. I keep getting pestered to watch it. I say pestered. You know who's pestering me out there.
She who will not listen to the show.
And the other one.
Okay,
The
it's
one
part of your secret society
The one that challenges me.
with your
and
secret
yet
parties.
loses every time.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
The secret party people?
Just because you're not invited, don't get upset,
The
mate.
Zombie Illuminati?
We've done our time in the
Squeakle
trenches.
Gove?
We've done our time in the
And
trenches.
Spreezus Johnson?
You don't even know what a gobblegum is.
I've never
Exactly.
never played it. So surely it would be for you to teach me.
We need seasoned veterans, man. It's hard enough with us three to do shit.
Exactly. So if you train up a fourth, you're set. But it's fine. It's fine. I hope you enjoy Tom and his absconding. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah. I hope that makes your life miserable. So with the Descent DLC, they've added 4 maps. So one of them is a map from Black Ops 2, but they've tried to kind of tweak it to obviously fit with the movement around the map. They've given a bit of an update. They've got one that sounds like it's going to be a map where it's centered around a bridge that's in the middle. It's quite a medium-sized map, and they've got one that says that you battle amongst larger-than-life mechanized warriors that are in a rumble stadium. So I don't know if you're going to be like playing around robots that are actually walking up and down and sort of doing a set piece of battle whilst you're playing.
These are multiplayer, right?
Yeah. The thing that's really cool with the new Mombies, Jesus Christ, the Mombies app. The thing that's cool with the new Zombies map is that they've taken it's like 1940s Soviet Union, around Stalingrad, I think it is, but they've added dragons. Like in the trailer, it shows dragons flying around. So I'm guessing you're gonna have to take those on as well as zombies.
There is actually something I need to reveal to you.
What's that?
I am, in fact, a dragon.
Really?
No. But I could have been. You'd never have known, would you? Because I'm just sitting here behind a mic. All you hear is my voice.
I thought you were gonna be like, I'm a Dovahkiin.
No. Like I say, I've not seen this new zombie map. And it's one of those. What I do is I complete the last one and then I forget about zombies till the new map comes out, so I don't even bother looking for them.
Okay. Well, the trailer for it looks really good. I will try and remember to put the link to the video in the description below, because I think if I try and put the trailer in the video, it'll probably get taken down. So yeah, there'll be a link if you guys want to go watch the trailer. I reckon it's worth a look. So, we were talking about a few things that have been going on. I tried to pick a few select things, and Pokédex was up there on the list. But you mentioned a few things about Xbox Scorpio, so I just thought, we'll take a bit where you can lead on it.
Nah, well, it's only speculation, but I was having a read of the official Xbox mag, because I'm that guy that actually subscribes to it. But hey, but yeah, basically they was talking about the Scorpio and how it's about 4 times more powerful than this Xbox that is now.
Yeah.
Sort of.
6 teraflops.
And it's sort of like what we were saying, where we were speculating. Well, they'll want VR, won't they? Because really, the HoloLens isn't really VR.
Mm.
So there's that whole thing where it's speculated that they could actually pair up with Oculus in this, because if you look at Oculus Rift stuff, Xbox Pad is like the official sort of pad that comes with it, sort of thing.
Okay.
So whether that is like just a sort of thing where it's like, oh, can we use your pad and like we'll pay you or whatever, or whether it's sort of like a, oh, you know, we'll pair up a little bit sort of thing, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pool our sources together.
Okay.
But like I say, it's just speculation. But it would sort of make sense, because part of me wants to say I don't understand the need for making a machine that's 4 times more powerful than what we've got. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you was aiming for something like that, like PlayStation 4.5.
So it's gonna be. I can imagine doing something mad like adding a. So with the latest update, you know, I no longer say hey Xbox. I don't say hey. No longer say Xbox, but now the command is hey Cortana.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it'd be one of those things. You imagine you've got your VR headset on. Like I reckon if you're on the menu and you said hey Cortana, I reckon she would like appear.
That would creep me out.
But I'm just thinking with the amount of power they have, you know, I can see Microsoft being extra and doing that kind of thing. It's like, oh, you know, you used to speak to her. Well, now you can interact. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it'll just be like her floating there in all her blue glory.
The thing is with VR, I can imagine. Like the thing is, I've not used VR or anything, but I can imagine scary games being fucking scary as shit.
Yeah.
You know, like because it's that thing of where you turn the fuck around, and because you're literally turning and you're immersed in it, and so if someone's there, that will freak you out, man.
I was watching a video of this guy, like an older guy, playing. It looks like it's some sort of zombie game, and you're just in the center of the map, and the zombies are like walking towards you, so you're almost like a turret turning and shooting them. But it was this guy playing, and he ran out of ammo, and he just starts swinging his hands, just like trying to punch the zombies. But then the people in the living room are trying to like say to him to calm down because he's like moving around and punching.
Okay.
Do you know? They're just swinging wild, like. But yeah, no, that's the thing. It's one of those where looking at the scary games, that's one of the things where you do just become fully immersed. Like it's bad enough when you're playing is it Outlast? Bad enough
Yeah.
when you're playing that and it's just on a screen. Like when you're actually in and you're turning your head and stuff and you're having to, you know, run away from stuff, you can see people actually running rather than remembering to use the controller to move.
And that's the one where everything will just get pulled out. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. No, I can see it being one of those where it's like almost like you're gonna have to remember that you're sort of in your room, sort of thing.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's that thing of, you know, it's one thing to jump or whatever when you're playing a game, but I can imagine people, again, because you're so immersed, just screaming.
Yeah, and even like lashing out sort of thing because of reflexes. You know what I mean? Like certain people, you know, you've seen it on the prank things on YouTube, man. Someone will jump out and they will get hit.
And the thing is, it's that thing as well where you're so immersed in the game, you've got the headset on and the sounds are in your ears, you can't see or hear anything outside of your VR headset, and somebody's like trying to get your attention. Like the second they touch your shoulder or whatever, if you're playing a game like that, I couldn't imagine. Like I just think people would just have full-on heart attacks.
Just poke them with a stick or something, man. Like that's the thing, isn't it? Like you just have to stay away from them so that they ain't swinging at you and stuff. Just poke them with a stick. You know what? That'd be so joke, man. Because it'd be one of those. You know, like how you annoy people with like bits of grass or something, and you like tickle them behind the ear and stuff, and it like just do something like that on the neck. Some. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's one of those where like I'm just in my head thinking now about like the types of games that would be cool to kind of see on those on VR, because obviously they're gonna have first-person shooters on there. They're gonna have the scary games, but I think excuse me, I think that something would be really good would be like something like Forza,
Mm.
like being even more immersed in that way.
See, I think for me personally, like it is just literally that thing of like, do you know what I mean? Like the atmospheric games,
Hmm.
like the scary ones, are the ones that are gonna like nail it.
Because I'm just thinking, when we've played Forza and it's in first person, you are doing the race and using the head cam to like look around and stuff. That kind of stuff would be pretty cool, and a cool way of
Yeah,
using it. Like obvious, 110% guaranteed they're gonna do Minecraft VR, like
yeah,
100%. And it's one of those things where by the time the VR does come out, Minecraft isn't something exciting anymore. It has a core group, and they will be glad to have it.
the thing is, it still isn't like don't get me wrong, it's a good game, but it's that thing of like they pushed it at E3 again,
Hmm.
and it's sort of like we've been playing it since the 360,
Yeah.
like PC players way before that. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's just they just need to stop pushing it. I mean, like, cool, you got new features and stuff, and like maybe it's just one of those like with the HoloLens where it's easy to sort of showcase something with it being such a not a simple game in itself, but simplistic to look at and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. Maybe it's that. Maybe that's why they. Although there's no reason for it. Like last year, well, this year even. Sorry. Um, because you're just showing new stuff. Like if there's no need to show us updates
No. No.
at E3. Like show us like proper actual games and content. Like
That's the thing, and that was one of the arguments, wasn't there? We mentioned in the E3 wrap-up show just how, certain people show some things that have no date on it, and other people show things that we just don't need to see.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, it's just up and down. It's quite annoying. There's been a few teasers from Dice and EA to say that we may be getting a Battlefield 1 beta, so they're
Okay.
teasing that it's coming up. I can't remember if we had a. There was one for
Hardline, and
Hardline.
there was one for Battlefield 4.
Okay, I was gonna say I never played the Battlefield 4 beta, but it'd be good to see, to sort of have a look at that and see how
Yeah.
that world's gonna turn out. Which would be
The
pretty
thing
cool.
is, yeah, I'm a bit uncertain of it, to be honest.
Okay, where are your apprehensions?
It's just like I do half like in all fairness, I do half think it was the map that they showed at E3
Hmm.
and the way that they showcased it in a sense of celebrities over gameplay.
Yeah.
But the map in itself, when you actually saw the gameplay, just didn't seem that great. It just seemed a lot of nothing almost. And
Okay.
like the blimp thing was pretty cool, and it's cool how it stays there if it blows up, but it's just still not that impressive.
It's one of those things as well where it's cool the first time.
Yeah, but you're going to be seeing it every game.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, every single
well,
time.
no, actually, to be fair, I think they will have battleships and different things on different maps because if I do remember, they said that you will get like the destroyer thing and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, it might differ, but again, it's that thing of like it's almost like Levolution.
Yeah.
No, you're not really bothered about it after you've seen it 100 times.
Oh, that's the thing. It's one of those things where it's pretty. It's kind of cool tactically, but why? I mean, I'm guilty of not even watching the Battlefield 1 gameplay on the day. But it's one of those things where when the blimp gets brought down, it would be great if it had like almost a atomic explosion that just caused so much damage to everybody around it, because then
Yeah,
it would kind of add an element to it.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm assuming that it won't. It'll have that big effect. But if it lands next to you, it lands next to you. It's a really cool set piece, but I feel like not many people will be affected by it, aside from those that are in it.
I think what else? No, it does crush everything on the ground
Okay.
from what I saw, but yeah, I just don't think it looks that great. And it's the things like sniper rifles. Apparently, if you're too far away, um, like you do less damage, and if you're too close, you do less damage. But no, like there's like an optimal range, and it's sort of
Okay. Yeah.
does that make sense? Why did you bring that in? Like, what's the point?
There's a point where the bullet slows enough that you can. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't
Yeah.
get to optimum velocity.
It's like, it's one of those. It slows down so much that you can just fucking pick it out the air. Like, shit, what? Fuck it, man.
So yeah, just quickly, before I go on to this week's WhatsApp, I just thought like there's a few cool things coming out September, so I thought I'd just give them a quick mention. Um, so Ghostbusters is coming out. What else there's coming? We Happy Few's coming out end of the month.
Okay, I like that. I do like the look of that.
It's one of those where I don't know if I'd be able to play it myself, but it looks
Right.
like it'd be one of those games that'd be really good to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just one of those where like I could try and muddle through, but I feel like part of the experience as well is being able to watch somebody else play it. I think that's a good game to watch somebody on Twitch playing it.
Yeah, yeah. Like to me, it looks really good. I think, like I said last time, I love games like that. No, it's not. It's got like quite a bit of story, like BioShock Infinite.
Yeah,
It seems that quite BioShocky, like in that sense of you've got like the story there, and then like you've got your action sections,
yeah,
but that good balance sort of thing. So you actually get a proper story rather than the likes of where it's almost tagged on, and you're fucking
yeah. I know what
yeah.
you mean. So yeah,
And it was all a dream. Those fucking stories, man.
so yeah, there's a couple of cool games coming to us in July, which is quite nice. Just because it just tends to be everything seems to get saved for fall, which is quite annoying. Just yeah, it's pretty good that we got that. Talking about this week's WhatsApp, I've continued my theme of trying not to use games, just because I feel like playing games every week. It's not really apps, is it? That's what's game. So I was looking at an app that caught my eye. I think they added us on Twitter, so I thought, oh, I'll have a look and see what this is about. And it's called Famicam64. Now, unfortunately, this app is purely iOS. I did reach out to the Twitter and asked them if they plan to put it on Android, and I haven't had an answer as of yet. But it's an app that adds filters, so you can take pictures and add filters, or you can have pre-existing photos and add filters to them. But the thing that's really cool is it does it in so many different styles that are reminiscent of being retro and like 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit and stuff like that. So earlier on, I sent Squeak a load of pictures, so they'll be coming up on the screen now. So I took the UWatt, so I made like a wallpaper. I took the UWatt wallpaper and thought, oh, let me put it in Famicam and look at all the different types. So you can set it to a setting that's colors reminiscent of the NES. There's one that's like the Game Boy camera. There's one that are like the old CRT monitors. That you can make it what's it called, ASCII, where it's all the characters that make the pictures. Yeah. And it's one of those that this is a free app. To unlock all the premium filters, it costs £1.49, which I think isn't a lot. I personally haven't paid it, but I think that if you really do like this app, I can see it unlocking that kind of potential for you. The thing that I like is that when you choose a filter, it doesn't just bolster on like a set one. So with quite a few of them, it'll let you add the pixels. So you can have it so it's slightly pixelated and jagged, or you can, set it so that it's literally like an 8x6 grid. And obviously your pictures aren't going to come up very well, but it's good to kind of have that choice. But yeah, I just think it's a really cool app, and it's definitely worth having a look. The only thing that's a downside to it, like I said, is the fact that it's on Android. You can, when you use like Snapchat and stuff, you can use like the pen and draw pictures. Like you can squiggle lines in different colors. You can do that if you want on this app. They have a load of sprites that you can add to your pictures yourself, which I thought was a good touch. And then there's like various frames, so you can make it look like an old floppy disk cartridge. I sent one to Squeak earlier. I won't mention what the floppy disk was titled because it was grotesque. What was that? Sorry.
You call me a cunt.
Oh, okay.
I'll say it because you're calling me it. Oh, you won't say it, but you'll call it me. Okay.
Off air, I will. Yeah, I'm trying to work towards this being a family-friendly show.
We are family friendly.
Well, so far this episode, we've had Pokédongs and cunt. So I think this is gonna have to go under explicit episodes. I think.
You know what? I like the red filter. I was saying I like the blue one where it's almost like with the CRT, but I like the red one as well, the Virtual Boy one.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of, what it reminds me of? Like those 80s action films, like where you got like Predator or something.
That's the thing. Like I took a picture and showed Nicola. I said that with the Virtual Boy, it was like the vision of the Terminator when he looks in the bar
Yeah,
and he's just looking at everyone.
yeah,
But yeah, so with this app, I give this app, it's a photo filter app. So I'm gonna give this a 7, which is pretty high, just because if you're into making your pictures, it's the best one I've seen that can make your pictures pixelated or look like it's retro in regards to like games and stuff. Because I downloaded apps before that try and do it, and they're just terrible. Just in the way that they've chose the parameters, so you choose the filter and it just puts it on the picture. Whereas on this one, I think with having the 3 different sliders, and they're different for each filter you put on. So some of them would be like the megahertz refresh rate. It will be like gamma. It will be pixelation. It will be distortion. It will be beam sensitivity, depending on which filter.
yeah.
And you can take one picture, and you'll see it on the screen. There's one picture where I took it and made it black and white, but then there's one where it's white and black. The lines are inversed. And I just thought, yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. So yeah, give that one a decent score. I'm just thinking next week it's going to be #40. It's going to be return of what game is it? Squeak, I haven't lined up your opponent yet. I've got somebody in mind, but I'm not going to say who it is until you see them on the show.
Is it? No, I'm not gonna guess.
Even if you guessed, I'd tell you no. Go on, have a guess.
No,
No.
because you'll just tell me no. What's the point of me guessing?
So we're looking forward to that next week. As always, guys, get us on the various mediums. You can catch us on Twitter @uwatt_. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/uwattpodcast. We're on Podomatic, uwatt.podomatic.com. We're also on YouTube, youtube.com/uwatt. I just want to quickly say, a few people have said to me recently, "Oh, Jay, so sorry, haven't listened to the show in a while." Do you know what? It's fine. I really appreciate anybody that listens to it at any time. If you're only just listening, like now, and you see this episode was posted 6 months ago, we still appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? We're a really small podcast, and we're not celebrities yet. I mean, if we get to celeb status and then you say, "Oh, I haven't watched the show," then I'll be like, "Fuck you and your pauper ass." But until then, I'm very humble, and I appreciate all our listeners. We appreciate all you Whatsits, because you're so few and far between that we need each and every one of you. If you want to catch up with things that we've wrote on the blog is on uwatt.tk. And if you want to get at us, we have our email. It is uwattmail@gmail.com. And as always, uwatt is spelled UWatt. Have you got any messages for the people, Squeak?
Yeah, I do. Like the rule 34 that I sent to you,
Yeah.
and I tell people to Google. The rule is, if it exists, there is porn of it. So, we exist. So Google us. Maybe
That is
you'll
interesting.
maybe you'll find us.
So when you say rule 34, are you saying to type uwatt in there? Are you saying to type Jace and Squeak in there?
Well, both would be us technically. So
Okay. Rule 34. See what comes up for us.
You know what? I need to get onto Photoshop and start,
Jesus Christ.
getting it out there.
Guys, if you have enjoyed the show, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to us on iTunes. You can look for us as uwatt. We should be on there. On YouTube, again, subscribe to us, like it, share us with your friends, get us out there, help us to grow and grow and grow and blossom. Because as we grow, we want to give back, and we will have more giveaways and more prizes. I haven't checked our Twitter in a while. I'll check it right now and see how many followers we're on, because it's slowed down quite a bit. We're on 420 followers. When we get to 500 followers on Twitter, we will be having another giveaway. So yeah, I guess that's it for the show. Look us up on Rule 34. Share with us what you find. I'm not even going to look. So if people could look on there for me and tell me what comes up, and see if Squeak has been at work and creating some erotica that relates to us, then God have mercy on his soul. But as always, I've been Jace, he's been Squeak, and we'll see you next week.
Later.